What's up, guys? It's your boy Justin. Welcome to this episode of Tokusatsu Thursdays. And for this week's episode of Tokusatsu Thursday, I'm reviewing the sci-fi action film Bravestorm, which came out in 2017. It's an hour and 20 minutes. It's available to watch on Tubi. It's directed by Junya Okabe, starring Shu Watanabe, Yuki, Matsuzaki, Shunsuke Daito, Chihiro, Yamamoto, Mitsudan, and Tom Fujita. So I originally saw the trailer for this film when it first came out, and I was like, "Oh man, it's Japan doing like a ripoff of of Pacific Rim, right?" Which if which I was going to watch this film, but it's the thing when it first came out, it was like, I thought in my head it would suck, right? And boy, was I wrong. This movie was, if you ignore the bad, I would say production value of the film, because the production value looks okay. It's just that there's if you were to compare this movie to Hollywood standards, then yeah, it has low production value. But for like a tokusatsu film, it looked great, and the CGI was amazing. And there's actual practical effects, especially with the aliens, right? The aliens looked great. They were a mix of guys in suits and puppets. Straight up reminded me of Fifth Element, but the designs were better. So this movie is a weird movie because, apparently the film is like a mixed match of tokusatsu and they took this movie basically combined two tokusatsu shows, Red Baron, which was a tokusatsu show which turned into a super robot mecha anime, and Silver Kamen, right? And made like a story using those two characters, right? Which one was like, a giant robot. The other one was like, I guess from what screenshots I've seen, was kind of like Ultraman. But here he's like a human-sized superhero, right? And the premise of the movie, the premise of the film, it's very Terminator-esque, where basically in the future, in 2050, and it's pretty much the same story as kill. What was the All You Need Is Kill, and Pacific Rim as well, where a single alien ship comes to Earth using a giant robot and bioorganic monsters called Jichirgas invade Earth and basically kill everybody and destroy the environment, right? Because the giant robot called Black Baron, even though it's blue, Black Baron shoots up smoke that terraforms the planet, but it's also toxic to humans, right? So the only survivors left on Earth, right, which is this family of this family of 5 siblings, right, who are the children of a scientist, are the only ones fighting these aliens, right? And one of them, the not the big brother, but the second eldest brother, fights the aliens with this what would you call it? Exoskeleton armor. It's basically the Cyber Ninja from Metal Gear Solid, Gray Fox, if you remember him. And he has this suit, and it's very, very reminiscent of Silver Mask or Silver Kamen, right? And the the older brother and the oldest sister decides that it's a lost cause, and sends the three other siblings back in time to 2013 to meet their grandfather and convince their grandfather, right, from the 2013, right, to build a giant robot and help them to save the planet, right? And then we're introduced to the main character, Ken, Ken Kiranai, who is the brother of the scientist, right? Who's a boxer, and he was targeted to be eliminated by the aliens, but gets saved by the three siblings, right? And it's told, hey, your brother, the aliens are here to kill everybody. We need your help, right? And we find out that the brother made a promise to his young brother when they were kids that he would make him a giant robot and he would pilot, right? And there's references to Neon Genesis Evangelion, where his brother's telling him, hey, get in the robot, get in the robot, Shinji. While at their underground facility where they have the robot, the aliens show up, and they're drilling a laser, right? And what's cool, they have this henchman, right, which is this dude with combat gear, who is a shaved head, and he's like a robot drone for the alien, who's this bug-eyed alien, right, who's controlling him, right? And he's basically the Terminator. So you have a matchup between the Silver Mask guy versus the Terminator dude, right? While our main character has to go pilot the Red Baron, to fight the Black Baron, right? Black Baron, and that's the story of the film. Right, so what did I think about the film? Well, the music was very reminiscent of Star Wars. Lots of Star Wars sounding music in the film. I thought the CGI looked great for the giant robots, right? And the designs looked cool. I would totally buy model kits or whatever of the robots. Which, golden rule for designing cool shit, right, is if it was a toy, would you buy it, right? And if the answer is yes, then it's a good design, in my opinion. Though Black Baron's head kind of sucks, but overall, I think they both robots look good. I did think the one sister, right, which is I think her name's Haruka. Her being a psychic was already kind of weird, but then there's the robot, the Black Baron, has this barrier system, right? So the Silver Mask knockoff and Haruka have to infiltrate the base to destroy the barrier system, right? And she gets in a fight with two of the churches who shoot lasers out of their arms, if that's what you can call them, right? And she has this saber-looking sword, and she's doing Chinese sword fighting while fighting them, and it's oh my god. I thought that was a little weird, but overall, I love this film. I thought the film was great. If you don't mind lower production value, which the movie looks great, but some of the acting here and there kind of sucks. But overall, I thought the action was good. The designs were good. This is a great movie. I'm giving it, a 7 out of 10. Would rate it higher, but it does have its problems. I kind of, though I thought the fights were good, could have, the final attacks or whatever, could have been a little bit better, right? Like how they finished the fights could have been a little bit better, in my opinion. And the movie's a little too short. It's not even 90 minutes. It was like 70 something, and then like the last what was it? The last 5 minutes of the film was just credits, which is, I guess, is normal. But yeah, the movie's really short. That's the thing. Most Asian movies tend to be long, but the Japanese like to keep their movies short, which gives the movie a bit of a fast pace. But I thought could have been longer. And then they did the thing where they sequel bait and base off the IMDb and the letterbox. I don't think they got a sequel. I could be wrong though. Yeah, no Bravestorm 2, unfortunately. Oh, that sucks. Apparently this guy worked on the Mega Monster Battle Ultra Galaxy film, which we are planning on reviewing on this channel. And he did the mech tokusatsu film Dark Soldier D, which I think I've heard of this film. I might need to look this movie up to review it. I think I've heard of this. It's not showing me the design for the robot. But yeah, I like this film. Totally would recommend it. So our next series that I'm watching to review on the channel is Kamen Rider 01. I probably won't have it finished by next week, but we'll try to find, if I can't if I can't finish 01 by next week, I'll review I'll find something else to review, right? So that's it for this review, guys. Peace.